You want to start over?
It says my internet connection is unstable, but like
That sounds about right.
that's usually not an issue. Let's try this again from the top. At first I thought it was the microphone. So the whole thing I was saying is I was like the fuzzy part's missing. I was like either my oldest put it in a purse somewhere or my youngest tried to eat it. I don't know what happened, but this is episode number 59 of Long Lost Pals, our Arcanine episode, who I showed Karrin earlier, but we're not doing that whole thing again. This is our weekly bottom five that we do. I'm Joey.
Correct.
Now, our weekly bottom five, it's kind of a play on our old segment. It's now the only segment we do. We go through our bottom five from the previous week. It can be something we just found out about. It could be something personal, political, sports related, pop culture, whatever the case may be. We share, I put 15 minutes on the clock. We share 10 minutes for this segment, not 15 minutes. I was over here getting greedy. And whenever you're ready, Corinne,
You're having a rough go. You're having a go today. You're having
uh,
a rough
it
day.
was my internet at first. I don't want to take the blame for the first one. The first one was the internet, but World Wide Web. Whenever you're ready, Corinne, go ahead and give us your five of your bottom five.
All right, number five. Speaking of fucking sports, let's talk about Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers. Still undecided on the season of 2026. Guys, what the fuck are we doing? Why are we still undecided? We've been without a fucking quarterback for like 8 years since Ben retired. I'm sick of it. They never had a backup plan. They still don't have a fucking plan after 5 years of trying to get somebody in the draft, trying to use bridge quarterbacks. I just need them to fucking pull the trigger and do something. Either throw Will Howard out there, sign A Rod, just fucking do something because the
Bring
indecision,
Le'Veon Bell back.
fuck no,
Run the Wildcat.
that ain't solving shit. Let's just figure out the fucking QB mess. Thanks in advance.
They got ahead of that Le'Veon Bell thing, by the way. He turned out to be wild as hell, and he also was trash the second he left, y'all. That could also just be the New York Jets because they're an awful organization. But either way, I remember thinking, what are they doing? And it all panned out in y'all's favor. Number five for me, I'm going with the story Goldie Locks. So my daughter does something now where she listens to like audiobooks type shit. And the other day she's like, I want to listen to Goldilocks. We listened to it. Problematic for a lot of reasons. I don't know if all versions are this way, but this is a 5-year-old girl. And supposedly in the story, like, oh, the 5-year-old's mom said, hey, don't leave the house. Understandably so. Disobeys her mother, wanders off into the forest. Problematic there. Not a role model in that regard. And then she just proceeds to rack up a rap sheet of different crimes that she commits. She does trespassing, just walks into this bear's house where you could obviously get kidnapped. You could obviously get eaten alive because they're bears. A lot of bad shit could happen. Then theft occurs. She eats their porridge, which is one, a terrible taste in breakfast food, one of the worst forms of warm cereal. After that, she's like, you know what? I'm going to sit in their chairs and I'm going to sleep in their beds. Besides the fact you could get bed bugs or whatever the case may be, after all these crimes, you get tired and you fall asleep. Nothing good could happen. Goldilocks, poor example for children everywhere.
Wow. You know what? You really just find a new way to get on everybody's nerves every week. And I guess thank you for that.
Who
My
wrote these
number
shits though? Who wrote all these stories back in the day? These fables or the hell these shits are? These fairy tales? Awful, all of them.
porridge was definitely a choice.
Oatmeal at least, dog. British
All
ass
right.
cereal. Breakfast.
Real quick, I'm gonna talk about my number four. I'm gonna talk about Coachella real fast. First of all, I'm sick of the hype around the Bieber performance, and then Madonna comes out with Sabrina Carpenter, and they're talking shit about her lip syncing. Okay, but 2 nights ago, y'all were saying Justin Bieber is the best ever, and he had the greatest Coachella set ever. Y'all are caping for him, even though he's doing a fucking sing along with YouTube videos from 19 years ago. But Madonna gets on stage, the baddest bitch in the game. Let's not fucking forget. And maybe she did a little bit of lip syncing. I don't fucking know, but that bitch paid her fucking dues. She's too old to be doing that shit. Let the bitch sing along with the track. You let Bieber do it. What the fuck, guys? I'm just shut the fuck up about Coachella. It's annoying as fuck now. I'm over it.
All the greats lip sync. Ashley Simpson, Kid Rock at your favorite halftime show. They all do it. Number four, I'm going with, looky here, man. I don't like to be the why me guy. I live a good life. You know, I have several advantages. I was born into America. I'm not obligated. I don't feel like I earned America, but I was born here. You know, I reap the privileges of being here. I don't think I'm better than anybody else because of that. I have good
Uh,
parents that you don't get to choose. I've got a lovely family. You know, all this stuff that I just lucked myself into, right? But I will be the
yeah.
why me person in this regard. Why me? Why am I raised in Houston? Why am I a Houston sports fan? So The Rockets season's just been a disaster. They get Kevin Durant. I'm like, championship bound. Then Fred VanVleet gets hurt before the season ends. And then our season is ass. But then we kind of get it together at the end of the season. And then we're playing the Lakers, who are all damaged. And I was like, you know what? We might get out of the first round. This is a celebration in itself. A couple hours before the game starts, Kevin Durant injured at practice, banged knees with a teammate, did not play in game one of the series. We lose to LeBron in this motley crew of random ass people on their team. Game one of the statistically most improbable losses of all time. Have all these advantages and all these different numbers. I think we took 27 more shots than them and still lost by 9 points. Remarkable stuff. Shitty, bang, bang. Hopefully KD's back in game 2 tomorrow. But yeah, why me? Why am I a Houston sports fan? It just never gets better. Just always gets worse.
Right. Let's move on to number 3. Something that I keep hearing about is Valley Girl. Have you been hearing about this? Now the Valley Girl aesthetic trend, whatever the fuck.
I haven't.
I think I'm just over every trend now, but apparently it's just like some Cali girl who's like white and a groupie and is just annoying. I don't fucking know, but I'm annoyed with the annoying trend of what it is to be a Valley girl. I'm sick of these aesthetics and everybody like, oh, this is the trad wife aesthetic. This is the looks max. Just can everybody just please shut the fuck up? Can everybody log off? Can everybody just log off? Like, please log off. I think that would solve a lot of my problems right now.
Says the person that called themselves, self-described themselves as chronically online earlier. I accused her of being Gen Z because I said, you know, all these trends and shit. I think you need to get offline, Karrin. But anywho, enough of that.
You
Speaking
know
of
what?
online,
You know what? Read me. I'll fucking get off because I'm sick of seeing all of this shit. It's pissing me the fuck off. You're right.
speaking of the
That's
World
my
Wide Web, my number 3, I didn't know where to go with this one at first. So Karrin's boy, Clavicular, supposedly overdosed this week. I was first thinking like everything about this guy I don't like. I'm gonna talk crazy about him, but now I was like, this guy's also 20 years old. I wouldn't want people talking crazy about me when I was 20 years old. I wasn't this guy, but still, you know. I was like, this guy's talking about how he smokes meth or does meth in some capacity to make his cheekbones skinnier. He's doing all this stuff. And then I was reading he started doing testosterone when he was 14. And then I was thinking about blaming his parents. And I was like thinking all this stuff. And it said he started doing this during COVID. Said he started spending 14 hours online. And it said that he started getting testosterone because he was on this looks maxing pay. I don't know what any of this shit means, but supposedly, so I'm blaming COVID because this whole generation of kids are just fucked because all of them spent all this time on the computer. All of them became you know, idolized all these YouTube people. They didn't idolize normal people like we did, rappers and professional athletes and Britney Spears. There's got to be all these other fucks. I just honestly feel bad for this generation in some regards, and I feel bad for him because he feels that he needs to do this for some reason. And yeah, poor guy at the end of the day. I know he's making some poor choices, but he's also 20. His brain is not fully developed yet. I don't want to cape for this man, but he's still a child, damn near. So poor
You're like, I
generation.
want to talk about it, but I don't know what or who to blame. So I'm just going to propose this as a
Back to
problem.
COVID. Back to COVID. COVID's the blame.
All right. On to my number 2. Let's talk about the suck tour that JD Vance is on right now because this guy can't fucking get a win and I love to see him fail. This guy goes to fucking Georgia to do some fucking speech. They can't even fill up a fourth of the fucking stadium arena, whatever the fuck it was in, fucking lecture hall. They can't even fill up a fourth of it. Erica Kirk bails on him. They're giving
That's your
tickets
man.
away for free, and this guy can't fucking get an audience to save his life. Love to fucking see it. Please attach him to every single Republican that is running for anything ever. He's going to fucking tank it because he is a dickhole who sucks ass. Get him off the main stage, please, and thank you.
The face of Catholicism. The guy who gives everybody the ick
In like
except for his
3
wife.
other
Apparently.
religions at one point. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. He stands for nothing. He is a political prostitute, and I'm glad that he's losing everything that he touches.
Hey, I'll have you know I was raised Catholic. And I say I was raised Catholic, I mean I went to church like 3 times in my whole life, but I was baptized at some point. I think it was in the Catholic Church, something like that. My number two, I'm going with the storylines in this new season of Euphoria because there are none, Karrin. What is actually happening in the season besides a whole bunch of nothing? There's only one storyline that's worth any interest, and it's the Rue storyline. And a lot of people aren't even happy with that. I think it's going well enough. There's enough happening. They got Majestic from Get Rich or Die trying in there, playing, what's his name? Rodeo or some shit. Is that his name? I don't know. Either way, insulting our intelligence. They're doing what I call the booby band-aid. They're like, oh, we can't come up with an actual storyline. Here's more boobs for you to see. Sydney Sweeney, Miss Artist, Miss separating her art from her politics. Back to the good old-fashioned showing my boobs the whole season. That's all she's doing. I don't see the art. She's playing a OnlyFans girl in this season. I haven't seen an impressive thing from her yet. So she had her little Hollywood run, but now she's back to the basics. I thought she might pull a Khaleesi and be like, you know what? We're popping now. We don't need to show my boobs every episode. Nope, you're still seeing them every single episode. And yeah, no substance to this season. Very disappointed.
Okay, I'm glad that you said that. I have not watched see episode 2 yet. I watched episode 1 and afterwards I texted my friend. I was like, this is boring as fuck. Like the writing is just so bad. It's so discombobulated. The time jump, half of the people leaving, a couple of the characters dying. Like y'all should have scrapped this a long fucking time ago. But I'll actually watch the episodes next week so I can give you more on that. Number 1, really quick, I'm going with your girl, Caitlyn Jenner, because now she's fucking pissed because on her passport it says M for male instead of F for female, and she can't figure out how to get it back. She wrote her bestie Donald Trump a letter, which shouldn't have did that. We all know his fucking stupid ass can't read.
He'll write Jeffrey Epstein a birthday card.
You should have made a fucking 10-second AI slop video and sent it to him, begging him to change her shit. And I bet you would have got a response, you stupid bitch. Fuck her. Fuck her passport. I'm glad her ass can't travel no more. You get what you fucking vote for. Suck a fucking dick.
I wish you would have got stuck somewhere else, though. I wish she would have been,
know, right? Like get stuck. So I mean, how could you use it to leave but not get back? Yeah,
yeah, I don't know. I didn't plan through the logistics. I was just saying, it was just on my wish list, you know. For my number one, I'm going through a story that emerged this week that supposedly on a family road trip years ago, RFK allegedly stopped to address a roadkill raccoon and cut its penis off to study later. So your boy RFK has got this weird history with animals. So I already knew he was a psychopath. All right, this guy drinks milk like the girl from Get Out. He does a goddamn cold plunge in jeans, and he willingly hangs out with Kid Rock. So we knew he wasn't all the way there. But now we're just seeing this weird history of him and animals. Cutting off raccoon penises. Supposedly he picked up a dead bear one day, ditched it in Central Park. There's supposedly a story out there about him cutting the head off of a whale and tying it to the top of the car. Imagine going on a road trip and RFK is your dad. And instead of just like having to hold your pee and being told I'll turn this car around, you're collecting animal specimens and appendixes from fucking squirrels or whatever the hell he's doing. Dude, check this guy's basement. You know who does this type of shit? Serial killers. Every serial killer documentary I watched, well, they tortured animals when they were younger. Him and his raccoon penises, there's more to this. He's a psychopath, potentially a serial killer. We will find out later in life. RFK, you are my number one.
Wow, what a run. What a week.
Hide your dead animals. You might be digging them about your backyard. But that wraps up episode.
Hide your fucking live ones too.
Shit, man. Yeah. You're going to be calling me, hey, man, can I take out your dog's tonsils? That wraps up episode 59 of Long Lost Pals. We haven't begged for likes, comments, and subscribes in a while, so go ahead and do that if you're still with us, or if all of y'all died. We appreciate you when you were alive, because apparently y'all did, because y'all just stopped watching. I'm Joey.
I'm correct.
Stay fly. We're out.